We're here at the NCHA fraternity at the World Finals and the World Championship fraternity, and I'm joined with RL Chartier, Randy Chartier, and the youngest Cullen Chartier. All three of these gentlemen are in the World Finals, and they're actually all related. We got the father here, oldest son RL, and Cullen right here. Randy, what would you say it means to you to have your boys alongside with you, competing with you in the World Finals here at the NCHA fraternity?
Well, I mean, it's pretty special. Never been done before, to my knowledge. And for us to come from where we came from, you know, we didn't fall out of a truck in the middle of Texas and go, man, this has got it all. Cows, arenas, everything. We come from north of Detroit. We come where there isn't cows almost, where there almost isn't horses. And to be able to get to the level that I believe we are, we had to want it. We had to work for it, and it's just really special to be in the World Finals, period. But to be in the World Finals with two of your most precious is really, really special.
Yes, sir. Cullen, can you kind of go off that, what it means to you to be in the World Finals with your dad and your older brother?
Well, at the start of the year, we never really planned on it. It just kind of happened. And then, you know, to get in there with Dad and RL and to tie a go-around with RL, I mean, that's a storybook ending, really. The only thing would have been better if Dad would have come in there and beat us. That'd probably been the only better thing, but we still got 2 more rounds. It's definitely one of the bucket lists and a memory that I'll always live with.
RL, can you kind of touch base, talk to the people about what it was like to be in the finals with your brother and your dad, and also what it was like to kind of catch the leader kind of in the World Finals and to get where you are now?
Well, it's the same as Cullen. It's pretty special. Obviously, there's 3 of the best horses that we're competing on, and to go out there every night and each one of us has a shot to win the round. It's pretty special. As far as me catching up to try to win a world title, you know, I didn't start. We started the year. We always start out there in Houston, in San Antonio, just because it's a fun thing to do. And we won a little bit there. Didn't do very good. Actually, lost a cow there at San Antonio to be first or second. But I set my goal there when we went to Vegas. I was 30,000 behind the lead when I went to Vegas, and it did decently well there. And from right there is when I said I was gonna go hard and try to win a world championship.
That's got to be pretty special with Pistol being his last year, and you guys kind of deciding to retire Pistol. It's got to be special to kind of
yes,
be
Gary
at the end.
Yeah, you know, he's a special horse to us. He's been since the age event. This is, I think, his 4th year, and he's stayed just as good from the first year out of the age events till now. And I believe he could go another couple of years just like he is now, and be highly competitive. But Gary and Karen, they said they're gonna put him in his pasture until Callie's ready to show.
Rightly deserved. And one more kind of funny question: any broken bones or stitches growing up that any of these boys kind of give to the other? Or I feel like the Chartier clan kind of gets along.
Too bad.
The only thing I can remember is Cullen chasing the cats in the haymow, and he fell out of the haymow and broke his arm. and he was always into some kind of trouble.
Yeah, I was always in there. I can guarantee that.
You know, what I wanted to say too was, you know, I know we're kind of talking about us right now, and really the special part of this is going to be if RL captures the world championship. I mean, it's going to be his year if that happens, which is very special, but nobody will know except for probably me and us on how special this is for us to compete the way we are, because, you know, we're all a team and nobody holds back when we help the other person. But I'll be darned if they don't bring the best out of me as a competitor, because I want them to know that Daddy's not done yet. I may be old, I may be 59 going on 60, but man, they bring the best out of me as a competitor to try to beat them. So anyways, awesome. It's really sweet. It's a sweet deal.
That's awesome.
One thing about that I wanted to say was, you know, being in the World Finals together has been great, but getting here has probably been the best, you know, as far as being on the road and having that support system. Our whole family being together on the road is, you know, the journey to get here has probably been my favorite part.
You know, that's so true, because, you know, one of us is having an off day, or maybe even 2 of us, and everybody's always picking the other person up. I had a bad Southern, And RL talked to me and said, Dad, you need to do this and you need to do that, and I think that's going to be best in your interest. And I couldn't agree with him more. You know, maybe one of the boys having a bad 4 or 5 days and us picking them up, but it's the journey. It's the journey that is so important in this whole event.
I can remember one stretch there in Batesville, middle of the year. Cullen was having a bad show, just bad luck. He was wanting to quit. He's got one of the best horses. Well, he ends up winning the last night there. So
he was not only wanting to quit, he was wanting to quit cutting.
I think a lot of us can.
It's been some ups and downs on this road, man. It's not easy getting there.
For those of us that don't know, Cullen was on the road for about 7 weeks. Was that what it was?
Yep.
Randy and Cullen both.
Right.
What was that like, kind of being?
Oh man, it was a grind. Like, you know, I got great customers that were with us, but just the daily grind of not being home and working at your place and trying to train 3-year-olds and, you know, trying to get in the top 15, because I was on the, you know, right there at the end trying to get in, and so it was a grind, but it was all worth it in the end.
You know, if you've never hauled, it's worth the experience. It's a different look at it. I do know that. As far as for me, obviously I'm with most of my family, but leaving them 2 kids of mine and my wife, she's the backbone for me, and I broke down to her a few times, but it was tough.
I mean, that shows how much, just how family oriented this sport really is, and I think that's what draws a lot of people to cutting in general. Is just you see what you guys share together and what the bond that RL shares with his kids, and sometimes Daddy has to go out and take everybody's money. It's just kind of the way it works.
If we weren't on the road together, I don't think I would have made it, because there was a lot of times I was pretty down, and you know, you had family to pick you up. So
it's tough, and even just people. I mean, they know how it goes. I mean, I've had Tatum. He texts me, and Austin Shepard. You know, people that have been there and done that. I mean, it means a lot. And it goes unsaid sometimes, but it's pretty special to have them people support you.
And the people behind the scenes.
Well, you know, and there is a lot of those people that send you a text. You know, you've been having a bad few days. The most important thing is what the unique part about it is we've had our own support system within us, because we've been together the whole year, basically showing it's either our wives or our girls or our family or somebody special in the background, like Michael Cooper taking it, go, great job, Randy, great showing your horse, good job, keep your head up, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, but man, I've hauled before, a few years, I've been world champion non-pro, but nothing is more unique and special than being with family members on the road. It is the coolest thing there is.
Thank you, Warrior 3.